Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexia, and in this video I'm going to be reading my February TBR. So I am deciding to finally read Passion Project. This is a friends to lovers set in New York City, and she gets set up on a date with Henry and confesses that she's not ready to love again and that she doesn't feel passion for anything, and he offers to help her uncover her passion in life. I'm very excited to read this one. The premise reminds me of Promise Me Sunshine, and I really liked that one, so I am excited to finally read this. I'm going to be reading Raiders of the Lost Heart. This follows rival archaeologists who must team up on a secret Aztec expedition. It says it's been Corey's life goal to lead an expedition deep into the Mexican jungle in search of the long-lost remains of her ancestor, an ancient warrior of the Aztec Empire. When she is invited to join an all-expenses-paid dig to do just that, Corey is sure it's too good to be true, and she's right. As the world-renowned expert, Corey should by rights be leading this quest, not sharing the glory with her disgustingly handsome nemesis. Wuthering Heights. Skin of the Sea. This is One Mermaid Will Defy the Gods. This is a West African fantasy. It's also the first book in a series. I don't have the other books, but I feel like this will be fun. I kind of want to wait until summer to read this, but it's almost spring, so like that's close enough. I am excited to read this one. Forged by Blood. This is book 1 in the Tainted Blood duology. This is Blood Will Tear Them Apart. This is inspired by Nigerian mythology, full of magic and emotion, and set in a highly atmospheric, complex world in which a young woman, having had everything stripped away from her, fights to survive a tyrannical society and seeks vengeance for her mother's murder and the spilled blood of her people. I've had this for a little bit, so I'm excited to finally read this. Passion Project by London Sperry. Every Saturday they try a new activity as friends, of course. Reading update, I finished Passion Project and I rated it 4.5 stars. I really liked it. The main character, there were moments where I was like, girl, be serious. But our main character is going through a lot of grief. Her ex-boyfriend, Sam, passed away a few years ago and she is still not ready for love. They do a passion project. Every Saturday they start going to classes in the city and she eventually starts getting out of her shell more and getting more comfortable. Love begins to bloom. So it's a bit of friends to lovers. It's set in the summer in the city. I really liked it. I thought that the chemistry between them was really good. There were some funny moments, some hard moments with a lot of talk about depression and grief, and I feel like the author conveyed that really well. And I did really like the characters. The main character does have some flaws. So does any other fully formed character or person in real life. So I think the author did really well and I really liked it. I think this is a debut, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna need her to put out more books, actually. Thanks, girl. So I rated this one a 4.5. I have sadly decided to DNF Forged by Blood. I really wanted to like this one, and in the beginning it was interesting, but then it seemed like the writing completely changed after a little bit. There is a time jump, but I thought that, hey, given that it's the same author and that's the same story, then maybe the writing would be the same, but no. Almost like a completely different book because of how much the writing changed. Also, I had seen that this was marketed as an epic fantasy, but it reads more like a YA, and in my opinion it was very juvenile. And I was kind of hoping that it would get back to how the writing was in the beginning, because that was interesting, but it just did not. And after deciding to DNF, I went on to Goodreads to read what the masses were saying, and I saw a lot of the same thing. And sadly, it just did not work for me. But the concept was interesting. I liked the magic system, at least what was described of it as far as I read in the beginning. I got almost like halfway through, but sadly I will be DNFing this one. My TBR is currently at 130, and in about a week and a half I'm going to be doing a huge book haul. I have 2 big bags full as of right now, and I will do a video going through all of the books that I'm going to be unhauling. But I want to go through books that I've had on my TBR for a while and see if those books still align with my current reading taste and decide whether or not I should read them, because I'm going to be taking all of these books to a big used bookstore, exchanging them for other books. So whatever they take, I'll get credit, and then I can pick out other used books that other people have brought in. I really like doing this. I think it's a fun way to switch out books that don't really work for me anymore and books that I have DNF'd, which I do DNF on the frequent. I prefer shopping used. I got the idea to go through the books that I've owned the longest from Sydney. I'll put her channel up here. If you don't follow her already, make sure to go do that. Her videos are so good and she is so sweet, so make sure to go check her out. 30 books on my TBR are from 2023, 26 from 2024, 60 from 2025, and then 14 from this year. We're going to be going through the books, trying to focus 2023, 2024. I think I'm going to read a couple chapters of a couple of different books and then decide if I'm going to continue or DNF those books, find them a new home. These Violent Delights. This is very popular. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling set in Shanghai. A blood feud between two gangs runs the streets red, numbing the city to its chaos. At the heart of it all is 18-year-old Juliet, a former flapper girl who has returned to begin her duties as the proud heir of the Scarlet Gang, a network of criminals far above the law. Their only rivals in power are the White Flowers, who have fought the Scarlets for generations, and behind every move is their heir, Romeo, who is Juliet's first love until he betrayed her. But when gangsters on both sides start clawing their own throats out, the people start to whisper. As the deaths stack up, Juliet and Roma must set their guns aside and work together no matter their personal grudges. For if they cannot contain this mayhem, then there will be no city left for either to rule. So this is a reimagining of Romeo and Juliet. And I believe this is her debut novel. She's written a lot since then. Chloe Gong. A lot of her books are popular. A couple chapters in, and I'm actually pretty interested. Keep you updated as far as how I'm feeling on each book. I also started Hench. I originally purchased this because I heard that it was like, it had similar vibes to Assistant to the Villain. Anna does boring things for terrible people because even criminals need office help and she needs a job. Working for a monster lurking beneath the surface of the world isn't glamorous. But when she finally gets a promising assignment, everything goes very wrong and an encounter with a so-called hero leaves her badly injured. She realizes she might not be as powerless as she thinks because the key to everything is data. Knowing how to collect it, how to manipulate it, and how to weaponize it. She discovers that the line between good and evil is mostly marketing. This is a debut. Explores individual costs of justice through a fascinating mix of millennial office politics, heroism measured through data science, body horror, and profound misunderstanding of quantum mechanics. So there are some aspects of this that do sound interesting, some that don't. Got assigned to a mission to work for a villain. Both of these books were purchased in 2023. I'm on chapter 1 of Hench and chapter 4 of These Violent Delights. They're keeping my attention for now. I think the next two books I'm going to read are from 2024, Blood Circus. I won this in a giveaway. It is a advanced reader copy, but I got it after it was already published. At the end of the 21st century, climate changes and famine almost ended humanity until the discovery of the Clugians, a barbaric humanoid species with strangely colored eyes and even stranger abilities. Their crystal claws and bones fertilize barren soil, and their tender meat is a super protein. They are both human saviors and natural-born enemies, meant to be hunted and used. When 16-year-old Ava finds herself on the wrong side of the military fence, she is captured and made to participate in the blood race, a tradition where young human hostages compete to the death. Inspired by a dark bohemian influence of the circus, she traveled for 5 years. What? This author traveled in the circus? It's a coming of age combined with elements of fantasy, magic realism, and suspense. For fans of the Night Circus and the Hunger Games. Is Champion of Fate. Aristine. Guys, these names, I don't know how to pronounce them. She must shepherd her first hero to glory on the battlefield. Succeed and Reed will take her place beside her sisters. Fail and she'll be cast from the only home she's ever known. Nothing is going to stop Reed until she meets her hero. Hestian is fiery and infuriating, and what begins as an alliance becomes more. And as secrets of the Order comes to light, Reed begins to understand what becoming a may truly cost. Battle looming, she must choose the Order and the life she has planned, or Hestian and the one she never expected. So should she choose her dreams or a man? That's what you're saying. I mean, okay, maybe everything is way darker and crazier than she ever thought, and it's not what she really wants. Well, then it's up to her. Cool math. I remember getting this at like an Ollie or something. It was really cheap, and I was like, oh, cool. I read like Female Warriors, and I was like, awesome. But that's all I really remembered about it, TBH. I didn't remember the pronunciation, clearly. Guess we will see. And we're gonna see if these are really part of my reading taste anymore, or if I should say goodbye and let someone else get a crack at them. Because just because I don't like it doesn't mean that they're bad. Sometimes they are bad. But I mean, I'll usually be pretty outright when they are. I'll just be like, this was the worst. No, I'm never that aggressive with it. I don't think. Sometimes I really do dislike certain books, but it's because there's always like something like understandable to me of like a reason why I don't like it. If it's over something like, it just wasn't for me, it was the writing style, it was a character, stuff like that, that's really, like, everyone has their own opinions on that kind of stuff. That some things that authors choose to put in their stories are deplorable, and for that I will express my disdain. I'll be back. Maybe shortly. Depends if I decide to DNF any of these. You'll be the first to know, I promise it. If I'm being so honest, right before I started this video, I DNF'd a book before I even started it. Like this morning I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start this video today, and I'm gonna start with this one. This Vicious Grace, I think. LOL, can't even remember. I think, yeah, This Vicious Grace. I'm looking at my unhauling pile. And yeah, I DNF'd it. Didn't care for it. Didn't care for it. I've had that one since 2023, so I'm really not surprised. No. Just wasn't doing it for me. It just felt very mediocre. And that might be a little harsh. And I was just going on about how I'm not that mean with it. But I wouldn't really say it's mean. I'd say it's honest. is a urban fantasy. Didn't like it, obviously. I DNF'd it. Champion of Fate. Just felt like a generic fantasy book. Didn't care for it. Of the Sea. I just read this month. It was okay. The mythology aspect was very interesting. I liked the main character. The plot itself was very general YA fantasy plot. I heard that if you like Assistant to the Villains that you should read this, but it's not like that at all. It's not like medieval fantasy villains. It's like superheroes and villains and tech startups, and she goes on a date with a guy from like a dating app. Like, no, I don't care about any of that. I don't have Skin of the Sea anymore because I did unhaul it. I believe 3 stars. It might be a little too young for me. I read Raiders of the Lost Heart. I also rated this 3 stars, I believe. I'm gonna be unhauling this one. I just didn't care for the characters. The story was interesting. Them being archaeologists doing a dig to find the long lost remains of the main character's ancestor, an ancient warrior of the Aztec Empire. The concept is very interesting. I didn't really enjoy the execution, and I feel like both of the main characters, they like hated each other. They shared a moment together and they could have been together, but then he was with someone else, and then now they hate each other, but now they're both single working on this expedition together, and they just are so they just want to jump each other, okay? Like, that's like anytime you're in either head, I'm not gonna be able to hold myself back any longer. Oh, when they said this, and when they did this, and when they wore those tight jeans, and when they had their hair a certain way, and the way she laughed, and the way that the sun hit his face. It was just like, oh my gosh. Chill out. Like, I don't care. Like, seriously, I don't care. But it just felt like there was no, like, real chemistry between the characters, in my opinion. It just more seemed like they were physically attracted to one another, and there was some tension between them, which fine, but like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I wish I liked it more than I did, but I won't be continuing this series. I think I'm okay. I feel like these characters will be separated in a couple years. I don't think they're lasting. Is the end of this reading vlog. Thank you so much for joining me. This vlog was kind of all over the place. We DNF'd quite a bit of books, unhauled quite a bit of books this month. It was kind of crazy, but overall, pretty good. I didn't get to read Wuthering Heights. Apologies. It was partial, didn't have time, partial, didn't want to watch it because of all the hype surrounding it and everyone talking about it, and it's like I'm hearing so much about it already. Do I really want to then consume this media and then be like drowning in it? So I will be reading it, and then once the movie is not in the theaters, once it's somewhere I can watch for free, I will do a comparison. So let me know if you're interested in that. I just don't want to spend $20 to go see Jacob Elordi. Sorry, I'm heated about it. Why is he playing Heathcliff? Why? They look nothing like the characters! Oh my gosh. If you want to see me go deeper into this, and probably lots of me going insane, ripping out my hair, going crazy, if you want to see that, let me know, and I will do it sooner than anticipated. I will bump it up my priority videos for you, just for you, because I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. If you've watched this long, let me know your favorite read of the month. I need some book recommendations. Is my TBR horrible? Yes, but I want to know what you're reading. We're always talking about what I'm reading, and I want to know what you're reading too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!